Salve, meus lindos. Esse vídeo em questão que eu vou estar gravando, cara, é um vídeo do BRTT dando uma entrevista pra este canal aqui, ó. Opa, nossa, cheio de aba aqui, né, pra vocês, meu Deus. Mas eu vou deixar o link do canal aí nos comentários, tá? Nos comentários, não, desculpa, na descrição. E também vou deixar esse vídeo em questão na descrição, beleza? É um videozinho de rádio que eu tô fazendo, pedi autorização, obviamente, ao canal, né? Me foi permitido fazer o vídeo. Então a gente vai, até porque, né, os caras têm todo o trabalho de ir pra lá, entrevistar o jogador, tudo isso é complicado. Por isso que eu pedi autorização antes de fazer mesmo, até pra não ter nenhum problema, fechou? Dadas as devidas explicações, se inscrevam no canal deles lá, que eles cobrem muitas coisas legais. Eles têm vídeo com fake, vídeo com cam, vídeo com um monte de gente, velho. Mano, só vai lá que o bagulho é louco, fechou? Sem mais delongas, vamos assistir aqui então? Trazer aqui pra vocês.
I play for this moment, you know, like, looks like I live for this, like for this moment to show the world that Brazil, like, can face the best in the world and win, you know, so I don't know, maybe this is my last word.
Ah, essa entrevista foi antes do Mundial, tá bom, rapaziada? Pelo que eu tava
Here's
lendo, antes do
Alexander
jogo.
Weber for Korizon, joined by BRTT from Flamengo Esports. So, how are you doing? How's the training been going?
I'm really good, thanks for asking, and the practice is going well, like, we arrived in Madrid, actually, like, almost two weeks ago, and we started boot camping.
É que eles foram pra Europa,
for
conseguiram
and
começaram o bootcamp.
I can feel that we improved a lot, actually, and I'm really excited to play.
So, how has been the meta change been going? Because Brazil is usually that isolated from playing against other regions' teams. Did you have a meta shock, or was it so weird to play against European teams?
O que ele tá explicando é que o Brasil normalmente ele não faz screens. Screens é jogar contra os times. O Brasil só faz screen entre o Brasil mesmo. Porque as regiões perto do Brasil são regiões fraquíssimas, entendeu? Isso que ele tá falando ali.
In Brazil, they don't punish like that much, like mistakes, early game, mid game, and here when they create like advantage, like they pick up someone or something like that, they just like open a 5k advantage like really fast. So yeah, I think that's the most difference. They just punish every mistake you
A
make.
gente viu isso no primeiro jogo do Mundial até.
Alright, okay.
E no jogo do Brasil contra a Coreia também, cara. Um erro deles, o erro do robô lá no top já era.
In Brazil, you're known actually as to be the one that punish mistakes very easily. This is your second time at Worlds, and you almost missed MSI in spring. For the viewers that obviously might know Flamengo, might know you as a player, that don't follow that much Brazilian region, to give a bit of context, how was the journey here? Because in the group phase, both times, Flamengo has been the dominant team. But you failed to qualify in the first split,
Perdeu
and
na
lost
final.
against INTZ in the finals.
Pra INTZ.
And you...
And the last split too.
The last split too?
Yeah, the second split last year we lost two in the final.
So, how does it feel to break the curse and finally, after a very tough 5-game match against INTZ, to be here?
I feel so relieved, you know, like we're trying like so much since more than 1 year ago, and it's almost like so close. And when you lose, we know that we have the better team, but the enemy team just played better the final. So this is so frustrating because we knew we had better players, and two finals in a row we just
Nossa, cara,
get second place.
Imagina, você tem que se superar, velho.
Like so frustrating.
Nossa,
and this year finally we did it, and I was getting so stressful because I'm known to never lose finals, and I was like second place 2 times in a row, and I was getting like so stressful, and like I don't know how to explain, but finally we did it.
So, especially because you played in Rio this time, right?
Yeah, we played in Rio with Flamengo crowd. That
Tem meme do Rio,
that is
do
like
PT.
the team was born in Rio, so yeah, was the most excited experience that I
A final do
lived,
CBLOL foi
so
no
it
Rio.
was really insane, the crowd.
Isso que ele tá explicando.
But what did it change in the beginning of the year? I mean, you went with one loss in the group phase last split. You lost a few more this split, but you were still as dominant as a team. But what was the change that you made between splits to be able to overcome INTZ this time in the finals?
I feel like first split we were just like using, well, how can I say, like our best way to win, like our strength,
jogando
only
LoL atrás, só agora que eu vi.
our strength, like that was playing for bot all the time, like diving bot, and people didn't know how to play against it, and we just snowballed the games. So we just did 21 in group.
Eles ganharam 20 partidas e perderam
so
só uma na
people
fase de
never
grupos.
punish us, etc. But and when we went to finals, they just read us really good. We couldn't be able to die bot, etc. And we didn't have another plan, you know. So this split, we used the group stage to try another things, try another strategies, like playing for top, playing for mid, and that's why we lost more games. But at least we lost games, but still first place, and we learned it way more than the last split. So I think that was the difference.
That sounds very reasonable. And you're basically the face of the Brazilian scene for people from the outside. Everybody knows BRTT outside, not only because of the meme with double lift, but also because of your previous words performance and being that well-spoken outside. This carries a lot of weight because in Brazil, fans are very passionate. What does it mean for you to be able to represent and continue like with a strong performance at Worlds?
I mean so much, but the important thing for me is that I play for this moment, you know, like
Jogo pra esse momento.
looks like I live for this, like for this moment to show the world that Brazil like
Cara,
can
essa
face
entrevista
the
tá me
best team in the
arrepiando,
world
velho.
and win, you know. So I don't know, maybe this is my last words. Like I have 28 years. I don't know if next year we're gonna win like CBLOL, because it's fucking hard for Brazil, because we only have like one spot in Worlds, and there's a lot of good teams with same level. So only the best of the best will go. So who knows when I will go to Worlds again. And saying again, I'm already 28 years, so
Tá falando que ele já,
I don't
28 anos, é
know
uma
how many
idade
years I'll
muito
play more.
avançada pra League of Legends,
And,
sacou,
yeah,
rapaziada?
looks
Pra
like
jogos eletrônicos e tal.
I already think
Com o
a
tempo
lot
você vai
of times
ficando mais
looks like
lento,
this
seu
is my
cérebro
last
não
shot,
consegue
you know,
acompanhar tanto,
but
por exemplo, você não
still
consegue ter tanto
don't know
hype
if I'll
quanto um
go
cara que tem 15,
against Worlds,
16,
but
17.
feel like it's my
Ele já
last
viveu
shot,
tudo
so
que ele tinha
that's
pra
why I'm
viver,
giving,
saca?
like, my
O
blood
cara já
and
participou de 2 mundiais, é o
everything
único
I
brasileiro que
can
participou de 2
to represent
mundiais.
my country.
So what's your personal goal for this Worlds?
My personal goal is at least going out of group stage. That's my goal.
All right. That's a very, very confident statement. But first, you have to get through play-ins, and unfortunately, you didn't have the easiest group from draft. How do you see your matchup against One Gaming?
This will probably be the most tough game, because I think that when we win is because we like kind of crush the enemy on early game, like lane phase, etc., and kind of snowball the game. But that one is like, it's a Korean team, and starting for that, they're team that control a lot the game. They're a region that play like really safe, like besides Griffin. But yeah, it'll be a
Griffin
really
é
tough,
outro time,
because
tá bom,
we
rapaziada?
will need to control the game too, like don't make mistakes, and yeah. But I think we can match them, because me and Lucy, I trust in our gameplay. So
Lucy tá
trust
acabando,
in
tá com o jogo.
my players' gameplay. I know we can beat them 2v2 bot, so I'm not afraid of Nuclear and his
E
support.
venceram, tá? E venceram, esse é o ponto,
So why are you so
cara.
confident against Nuclear?
Sorry?
Why are you so confident against Nuclear?
Querendo uma farpa.
How can I say? Like, I think I need to be confident. Like, I already watched a lot of his games, like in Proville, etc. And Like, he's obviously not the star of his team. Like, he has Showmaker and Nuguri, like, two insane mechanicals, like, players.
É o
And
top lane e o mid lane da...
yeah, I think there is a lot of
coreanos.
best Korean ADs, like in
Olha a farpinha
LCK.
aí.
But he's really, really good, but I trust him in Luz.
All right. But I don't think this will be the hardest matchup for you, because you also have the Turkish team, obviously. And through history, Brazilians always struggled against the Turkish team. Do you think you can beat it this time?
Yeah, of course, I think we can beat them. Like,
Parece
I
que o
feel
DP
like
já
the bot lane
sabia.
is best than the Korean bot lane. Like, I feel like Pilot is playing really well right now, and maybe it will be harder to play against them than that one. Like, who knows? We need to see how they'll play. Like, a good thing that we're gonna be able to watch the first game. Like, they'll play each other first, so we can watch them, who's the best one, who's playing better, etc. But I hope Brazil can win this time.
I think a lot of people hope so too. And of course, in case you make it through groups, who is the team, who is the player you're really hoping to face?
Ah, quem ele vai
this
querer
time?
enfrentar? Não, vamos ver.
For me, it would be really good if we could be able to play against RNG. So, because I always watched Uzi, so I learned a lot with him.
Ele quer jogar
so
contra o Uzi.
It would be an honor to play against them. So, yeah, I think RNG group and maybe against Double Lift would be fun.
Jogar contra o Double Lift de novo.
Alright, I think a lot of people would be hyped to see you play against Double Lift one more time. But the Brazilians especially should be hyped against Uzi
Nossa,
matchup
cara,
as well.
esse confronto contra o Uzi.
And for my last question is, as meta evolved the split, it was very mid and jungle oriented, and you happen to play with Shrimp, who has established himself as probably the best jungler right now in Brazil. But meta always favored a lot of AD carry picks as well throughout the process. Do you feel like coming with jungle and mid-oriented meta will benefit Flamengo and yourself by being able to scale throughout the game?
I think so. I think Goku and Shrimp they improved a lot, like this year.
Cara, a evolução
And
do time do
they're coming
Flamengo
here,
foi
like, with a
absurda.
really good level, like facing the best in the world. So I trust them in the 2v2 mid and coming bot, diving bot. So and yeah, I don't like much this meta, but what can I do? Best mid jungle wins.
All right. What do you dislike about this meta?
Sorry.
What do you dislike about this meta?
Calma que eu já explico
Because
algumas
the
coisas.
mid lane champions is kind of broken. Like, they're just kind of assassin, like Rombot, Akiana, Pantheon. These kind of champions are so annoying. And like, anyway, if you're winning bot lane, if the enemy team has pressure mid, you can do nothing. So that's it.
Fair enough. So thank you a lot for this interview. Do you have any shout outs, anything you want to say to your fans? Obviously you can speak in Portuguese if you prefer to.
Muito obrigado, todo mundo que tem acompanhado, torcendo por nós. Vocês podem ter certeza que a gente está dando o nosso máximo aqui, treinando o máximo que der, dando o nosso 200%. E eu espero que a gente consiga representar bem o Brasil. É nóis.
Alright, this was drpuppet with BRTT here from Berlin, right before play-in stages. If you want to see more League of Legends and World Championship content, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and see you later.
Rapaziada,
This is Ashley fan called Korizon.
lembrando que o canal... Ah, deixa eu só mandar... Deixa ela dar o recado final dela. Acabei tirando aqui.
I'm joining you from Berlin, Germany. We're here at Europe to cover the 2019 World Championship from play-ins all the way to the finals. So if you want to check out the player interviews and any other types of content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll see you soon.
O canal deles, rapaziada, como eu já citei anteriormente, vai estar aí na descrição, beleza? O canal deles é um canal muito, muito bom, velho. Detalhe que eu não estou recebendo nada pra poder falar sobre isso, beleza? Inclusive eu que entrei em contato com eles e pedi pra poder postar uma entrevista ou outra, porque é um conteúdo realmente muito bom, beleza? Principalmente se você entender inglês, cara. Em alguns vídeos eles têm legendas. Mas tem alguns vídeos, por exemplo, contra o Faker, com o Faker e tal, que eu acho que não tem legenda. Mas dê uma olhadinha lá, quem quiser comprar o Mundial, que vocês não vão perder nada, o negócio tá absurdo. Deixa eu falar um pouquinho aqui agora sobre a última coisa ali. Que ele falou sobre o meta. O que é o meta, pra quem não entende? O meta é basicamente a gente pegar, tipo assim, quais são os campeões que estão fortes nesse momento, nesse patch atual, nessa atualização atual. Esse seria o meta. Os bonecos do meta são os bonecos mais fortes do meta. Você viu que o BRT falou que não gosta do meta atual, de como o jogo se encontra atualmente, porque os bonecos da mid lane são bonecos assassinos, que dão homing. O que é homing? É, por exemplo, você puxar a sua rota e você sair da sua rota para poder ir no bot ou no top e matar o inimigo. Então eles puxam a rota muito rápido e dão homing, tipo Pantheon e Kiana, que inclusive estão sendo dois bans essenciais no Mundial. Todo mundo tá banindo Kiana e Pantheon. Então isso que o BRT estava explicando ali por final, beleza? Então é isso aí, meus lindos. Se vocês tiverem gostado, não esqueçam de se inscrever aqui no meu canal. Vai aparecer aqui o meu logo ao lado. Não esqueçam de assistir esses outros vídeos maravilhosos, escolhidos a dedo pra você. Tamo junto, meus lindos, meus mais sinceros e singelos. Valeu, irmão.